So this is a little practice, little sessions on how to release the lower back, the hips, and the psoas muscles. There are muscles that are really deep into our body and really can affect our posture, our whole being. You're going to take a blanket, and here I have a thick blanket that you can roll just this way. Place it across your mat. You're going to come to lie down, and I have a blanket for my head and neck. I like that. Come to lie down, so now your blanket is in front of your thighs. Bend your knees. And you're going to have your feet flat on the floor and push through your feet to lift your hips and place the roll blanket on your sacrum. Make sure it's not on the lower back, it's on your sacrum. Sacrum is that triangle bone above the tailbone. If you're not quite sure, just bring it on your pelvis, underneath your bum, and that's where you are. And just pause here and settle onto your back this way. Focusing on the breath to start. Place your hands at your lower belly. So your thumbs will be below your belly button. And your fingers are pointing down towards the pubic bone. Make sure your head and neck are relaxed. Relax the shoulders also. When you inhale, feel the breathing going down the lower belly. And when you exhale, feel the breathing going up the spine, away from your body, to the crown of your head and away from your head and your body. So just to center before we move on to our lower back, hip and psoas release. Just move with your breath. Just feel the breathing and center with the breath. Again, as you inhale, send the breathing to your lower back, your lower belly. It can be lower back also. But when you exhale, feel the breathing leaving your lower back, leaving your lower belly, all the way up to your spine, and leaving your body. Bring your hands along your sides. You're going to bring one knee into your chest and the other knee in. So this is like Hapanasana. It's like child's pose, except you're on your back. And already this should feel good for your back. You can feel you're lengthening the skin on your lower back. Now separate your knees a bit. You can have your hands on your kneecaps. And open your knees wide and back in. So you're making circles, but going outward first and inward. So just noticing your lower back, getting massage against the roll blanket. Relax your feet. And then go the other way. Reverse the direction. Still going outward and then inward. Good. Come back to center. You're going to place your left foot to the floor. Keep the right knee towards you and hold a little bit. push your shin bone, the right shin, into your hands a bit. You feel your leg a little bit engaged here. Now here, bring the left knee again to your chest and extend the left leg up. Your left knee can be bent, especially if you feel a lot going on the hamstring, which is actually connected to the psoas. Sometimes when we have tight hamstring, it's because our psoas muscles also. So if you can keep your knee bent, your left knee bent. Now inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lower the leg. So push the heel away, extend the leg to bring it as far as you can, straight down to the floor. Go slowly, actually, maybe going too fast the first round. Once your heel touches the floor, slide your foot back towards you. Your knee is bent and you're back where you started. So you now bring the leg straight back up. You bring it down and you bend the knee to bring the knee back where you started. And let's do that again. Bring your leg up. Make sure you're not collapsing into your knee. Your knee can be a little bit bent. Flex the foot. Inhale. Exhale. Push the heel away. Go slowly. At the same time, push your right shin into your hands. And keep lengthening the left leg. Go very, very slowly. You want to feel the full extension in the leg, the back of the leg, the front of the thigh. And still there, just going a little bit more down. Almost there. And then when your heel touches the floor, slide your foot back. Your knee is bent. And bring the knee back. Let's do again. Bring the leg up. Flex the foot. Inhale, exhale. Very slowly, bring the heel down. Take your time. Press the shin, the right shin into your hand so your right leg is still activating here. And keep lengthening the left leg. Go slowly. You feel actually the hip flexor, which is part of the psoas. Sometimes we think it's hips, it's also psoas muscles. And slide your foot towards you. Slides the knee towards you. And then you start now back to your Upanasana. Place your feet to the floor. And just feel the difference. Even lift your left leg up just to test. And bring it down, bend the knee. Lift the right leg up. Notice the difference. I feel my right leg a little bit tighter. Bring both knees to your chest again. I'm going to do the other side. Your hands on your left shin. Your right knee is still into the Upanasana, close to the other one. Extend the right leg up. Flex the foot. Press the shin, the left shin, into your hands. Inhale, using the breath. Slowly, as you inhale, bring the leg down. I found the first time we may go a little bit fast because we feel like the gravity is pulling us down. But the second and third time we'll go a little bit slower. Feel the full extension. Then when your heel touches the floor, slide your foot back and bring the knee back. So you're back where you started. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. Bring now the right leg up, straight up. And remember, your right knee can stay a little bit bent. Flex the foot. Relax your left foot though. Your left foot doesn't do anything. Push the shin into your left shin, into your hands. Inhale. Exhale. Reach out with your right leg. You can keep your right knee a little bit bent. We're not actually, we don't want to put any more stress in the joints. We're lengthening the back of the thigh, calf. You should feel also as you start to lower down, feel the quads, the front of the thighs muscles, the hip flexors, all the way maybe to the belly. If you start to feel the inner groin, this is the psoas muscles also. And then when your heel touches, bring the knee back. And then bring the leg up. Again, your right knee is bent. One more time, inhale, exhale, push the heel away. Go slowly, slower the better, so you can start to feel, start to tone and stretch the muscles. Keep going very slowly. Keep pressing the left shin into your hands. You may feel it's more tense on one side to bring the leg all the way down. And it's normal, we're not balanced. Then slide the knee back. Place both hands on your knees, so you're back to your Apanasana. Place your feet to the floor. And then bring the right leg up. You feel it's a little bit more free. Hopefully the left leg up didn't go tighten a little bit too much, because this is what happens sometimes. Our body gets tight so quickly that maybe even the first side feels a little bit tighter than the second side. Bring your knees to your chest again. Hold same thing, your hands against the right shin. Have your left foot to the floor. And move a little bit out of the way so you have space. You can have your legs straight if you want. You can try that. We can do both. You start to have your left knee a little bit bent. And keep your left hand on your right knee. Your right arm is to the side. And you're just going to bring your right knee to your left a bit. Relax your foot. You start to feel, probably feel here, the outer hip. So we talk about often the IT band. It's also, this is opening the inside, deep inside into the hip, because the psoas go across the hips. It goes from the front, the back, and the front hip, and going to the back of the thigh, the lesser triplantar muscles. So wherever you feel it, start to tap a little bit. So maybe you feel in your piriformis, so the glutes area, piriformis, they go across the bum. Maybe you feel more towards the greater trochanter muscles. This is where I'm tapping that below the hip, the outer hip. Maybe you feel more in the quad, so just do a little tap. And when you tap with your soft fist. Good. And then you can brush your thigh, maybe brush your inner thigh a bit. Then bring the knee back to center. Release the foot down. And just feel. Even lift one leg up, the right leg up. Release. Lift your left leg up. Notice. And let's do the other side. So first bring your knees to the chest. Bring the right knee. Now realize we did not extend the leg, but you can do that if you want. But I'd rather keep my knee a little bit bent, because I start to get more into my lower back. Bring your left knee to your chest. Push the shin into your hands. Place your right hand on the kneecap, left arm to your side. Inhale. When you exhale, you're going to start to bring the knee to the right. So it doesn't have to go too far. It stops right at the other shoulder. You're not bringing it all the way down. You're not bringing it all the way down to the floor. Just feel, and maybe that side feels completely different. My first side, my right side felt tighter actually today. And maybe start to tap. So remember, soft fist. Tap where you feel a little bit. Maybe you feel in your glutes. Maybe you can tap there. Maybe you feel in your outer hips. Maybe a little bit your inner groin. So if it's inner groin, it's hard to tap obviously here. So do a little bit of a sliding of the fingers. Slide your fingers there. Or maybe tap a little bit in the inner thigh. Maybe the quad muscles. Maybe the side of the thigh towards the hip. Again, this is your field actually. You can even massage, you can kind of squish. I'm going to show you on the other side what I'm doing. You can do this like massaging, and you may feel actually your greater trochanter muscle activating here. Trochanter, it's hard to say. Good, so come back to center. Then bring both knees to your chest. You can do the self-check if you want. You always feel maybe one side still tighter. I think we have to do that all day sometimes. And maybe move your legs in different directions. Place your feet to the floor. Lift your hips and bring your back to the floor. Notice here. Notice if your back is a little bit more relaxed to the floor. Even like you probably know yourself, even when you extend your legs straight so you can move the blanket out of the way. Notice if it's easier to release your back to the floor. I know it is for me because usually my back is really arched. I feel now my lower back is less arched. It still has a little bit of an arch, but it's less arched. So this is really a nice, simple way to release our lower back, our hips, and psoas muscles. So the psoas muscles start, one of them, there are major and minor, but the major start at the base of the rib cage. You can even place your hands here if you want to, behind your back. And it's gonna go across, go down, like the abdominal line down, inside the pelvis. And it's gonna go behind actually the back of the thigh. And that part is very almost impossible to feel. So they're very deep muscles. And they're so important. They're probably the only muscles, I think they are the only muscles that touch the upper body with the lower body. So just feel here. Notice how you're feeling. If you wish to relax, you can place the same blanket that you had under your knees. Make yourself comfortable, separate your feet wide. Open your arms out to the side, palms facing up. Your eyes are closed. Just relax this way. And you can stay as long as you want in this Shavasana, in this relaxation, deep relaxation.